Okay, so hello, my name is Alondra Let S Smiles. I come from Puerto Rico and I'm 22 years old. I'm a student and I work at the university. So they asked me to say how I came to be to this missionary trip. I've always known I wanted to be to go to missionary trips and help people around the world, but I never had the opportunity until this point. So there was a change of pastors in my church, and the new pastor, he said, we want the youth of our church to go to the world. We want them to do things here in Puerto Rico, but we also want them to go away and participate in things around the world. So the church really helped us a lot to find the money. My family, they helped me a lot too. My mom especially, she was all for, okay, let's go find some money, let's go send this message to everyone. But the church really helped us. The people from the church, they gave a lot of money. They gave materials for us to come, and in the end, the hardest thing to find was the materials that we needed for the things that we were going to be doing with the kids, the crafts and all. So while we were at that point, my mom started saying, okay, so let's start sending messages to everyone that we know, no matter how old they are. But I started sending it to the older people, because I said, okay, I mean, they have the money, they're the ones who work. If I ask students like me, they won't have any money. But then I remembered that when they asked me, I'm always willing to give at least $10. So I said, okay, so if at least 10 people of my age give me $10, I'll have $100. So that's enough to at least buy some materials. So I started sending it to people my age, and a lot of people my age started responding. Then my father also put a message on Facebook, and he said, so we would like, if you have any opportunity to donate, you can do it through this number. There's something in Puerto Rico that's just as PayPal, that you send money to a person through their phone number. So my father did that, and they started sending me a lot of money, and in the end I got a donation of $500 and one of $200, and that was $700, and that helped me pay for my materials, my brother's materials, and some of the materials from the girls from my church. So it was really interesting how everyone was so willing to give money, because they might not have the opportunity to come here to Thailand and do the work, but since we had the opportunity, they were so willing to give their money. And it was really interesting and so moving for us to have the help of the church and all that, people that weren't really maybe interested in Thailand, or maybe they didn't have the opportunity, but they gave their money for us to come. And yeah, I don't want any of you to feel stopped that you don't have the money and say, okay, I won't go, I won't do this because it's too hard for me to find the money. No, you just go ahead, take a leap of faith and put yourself in the hands of the Lord and let Him lead you to the place that He wants. If it's not Thailand, if it's maybe any other part of the world, let Him do it. And if He asks you to, if you are scared of asking people for their money, don't be. The Lord is always opening their hearts and making them willing to give you. So I do open this invitation to everyone that's watching right now.